play. Ah, good. All right. So, welcome to Any Sunday Songwriters. I'm excited to introduce my guest today. Um, Sadie, where are you?
I'm currently in Nashville, Tennessee.
Ah, so this is Sadie Hart, who I met on a song circle and got really excited about, and she's in Nashville. And this is John M, who is also in Nashville, I think. Yeah,
Yep, yep.
that's what. Okay, and I met John. I don't even know how many years ago that was at a Folk Alliance conference. Hi, Janet. So Janet is our guest from Tel Aviv. So we are international
Wow.
today. Um, and I'm excited to see you all. I'm so grateful that you said yes to this. Let's go ahead and get started. John, would you like to kick us off and tell us a
Sure.
little about yourself and play us a song?
Okay. I am John M, and I do live in Nashville, but I tour and travel a lot. Um, and I don't know what else you want to know. I'm a singer songwriter. I play 12-string guitar mostly, but I may switch off to a 6-string guitar for one or two songs. Um, and I do almost entirely original music. And I don't know. I'll leave it up to you, to Jan, to ask me questions if you want to know anything else about me. Um, I'm gonna kick things off. This is a relatively new song. Um, it's a little up tempo thing called "Just Because I Love You." You call, I come running. You say never mind. I ask what you wanted. You say nothing. It's fine. Then later you ask how could I have been so blind? And I apologize every single time. Just because I love you. Oh, you wake me up at 3 and then again at 4. You say you woke me up to ask me not to snore. I say, baby, I promise I won't do it anymore. You say, it's okay, it's just something we'll ignore. Just because I love you. Oh, just because I love you just the way you are. No price is too high, no distance too far. Just because I love you and I always will. After all we've been through, I love you still. You like to wake up early, I like sleeping in. We like to hold each other tightly when the lights go dim. I play music, you play words with friends. But you can play me, baby, like a violin. Just because I love you. Just because I love you. Oh, just because I love you. Is
That
is
was
every
great.
is everything okay? I saw you kind of looking up and go. So-
Oh, sorry. Well, Andy was talking to me. Your sound is very compressed. And
ah,
yeah, that's what he was telling me.
hmm I am sorry to hear that. I'm not sure that there's anything I can do about it with the way I'm set up here today.
I understand.
Um,
Well, that was what I was telling him.
yeah,
Yeah. We came from sounding like you're on the phone to this. So we've come a long way.
yeah.
Um,
Well, my apologies. I should have better equipment here than I do,
that's
but
okay.
I
We
don't.
already decided to
So,
love it.
thank you.
Okay. So, Sadie, tell us a little about yourself
Hey,
and
y'all.
play us a song.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm grateful to be here with y'all,
My pleasure.
sharing music with some other songwriters. John M., I wanted to say it seemed like maybe when we went to streaming or something, my original Sound for Musicians kicked off. I was like, why is that off? So I had to put it back on. So hopefully we're sounding okay over here. Yeah, so I'm originally from St. Louis, Missouri, and I was just spending some time up there over the summer for like the past 6 months or so. And I just came back to Nashville, and I'm really excited to be back. But before I moved to Nashville, I was in New York. This was like 10 years ago, and I lived in New York for like 7 years. So I don't know if you could say, I don't know if you could call me a New Yorker, because they say you have to live there for 10 years. And I didn't. I didn't live there that long. But I wrote this song when I was living there, and it was almost like I manifested coming to Nashville through this song, because the city, like, for me, it could feel really claustrophobic and kind of stifling and oppressive in some ways. And like, no one had a car, but then I dated someone that had a car. And so I was like, let's get out of here. Like, there's no extra money, when you're up there, like, hustling. And it always felt like I couldn't get away. And this song was like a cry for, like, please, I need like wide open spaces, I need a barn, a field, grass. I need to touch grass. So that's kind of what this tune is about. And y'all hearing okay? So far? So far, so good? All right. This is called Take Me Dancin'. It's 8 a.m. and I'm on the train, and those headphones blasting, they might drive me insane. I haven't had my coffee, and people shoving from every which way. I feel like I can't breathe, and that's no way to start your day. Stuck in a rut, more than you know, this monotony. Well, it's killing my soul. Gotta get out of this place. Baby, let's go. Take me dancing underneath the stars, so we don't have to go far. Let's just jump in your car and take me dancing. Wanna look into those eyes, I wanna watch the sunrise. Ooh, baby, let's drive tonight. We get so caught up, life gets in the way. I haven't heard your voice in like a million days. I know that we're working, baby. If we'd put down our phones, there's some things that we could do. If I could get you alone, no more roommates, no ex-girlfriend, no more drama, no more talking. just wanna touch. Take me dancing underneath the stars, so we don't have to go far. Let's just jump in your car. Take me dancing. I wanna look into those eyes. I wanna watch the sunrise. So baby, let's drive tonight. Grab a blanket and a bottle of wine. The sky is the limit if you got the time. Won't you take my hand? We could take it slow, move our bodies to the rhythm of the radio. Do-do-do-do, oh yeah. Do-do-do-do, don't you wanna dance? Say you wanna dance, don't you wanna dance? Don't you wanna dance? Say you wanna dance. Take me dancing underneath the stars. We don't have to go far. Let's just jump in your car and take me dancing. Wanna look into those eyes. I wanna watch the sunrise. Oh, baby, let's drive. Let's drive. Ooh, baby, let's drive tonight.
Beautiful. Well, I also lived in New York for 8 years, actually. And I really loved it. But that was because I lived right off Central Park, so every time I needed to escape, it was easy. Oh, maybe I'll just do a keyboard song for a moment, because I think my guitar is not tuned enough. So I'm going to do something cheery, because I don't know about y'all, but I definitely need to be cheered up. Where are all the Gretas and Marlenas and all the Mae Wests? Where are they? No one tells the boys, come up and see me sometime. That's all out of style nowadays. But I still long for old-time steamy romance, satin gowns and stockings with seams, and men that wear trench coats and fedora hats. I wish they'd bring that all back, 'cause I want to be a femme fatale. I want to be a vamp. I want to whistle like Bacall and have 'em all eating from my hand. They put me on a pedestal, competing for my glance. I want to be a femme fatale. I want to be a vamp. Though I am a liberated woman, sometimes I'd prefer to be a tease. And when I see those starlets with eyes come hither soft, I could pull that off, it seems to me. See? And men would buy me clothes and bring me jewelry, open doors and pull me out of siege, and then stand by politely until I'd sit, enjoy my sparkling wit, a little risque repartee with a femme fatale. I want to be a vamp. I want to be the party doll that upsets all their other plans. I know it isn't fashionable, but it's so elegant. I want to be a femme fatale. I want to be a vamp. Dietrich and Davis, they had it made. Mansfield and Monroe, hey, where'd they all go? Well, the women we admire now in the movies are all doctors and lawyers and chiefs. They don't flutter their lashes or swing their hips. They don't pout their lips or sit on anyone's knee. And if they're in some older profession, they've all been reformed by Act 3. They've given up their cigarettes and champagne. I guess we've come a long way, but I sure miss the day of the femme fatale. I wanna be a bam. I wanna give the boys the eye, call some guy my honey lamb. I'd have 'em all in a spell, I'd have 'em in a trance. If I was a femme fatale, I would be sensational. I wanna be a vamp. There. Thank you. Lost my earbuds in that. One by one, they've jumped.
That was
ship.
great, Jan.
Thank you.
Let me know. I played with a little bit of audio on my computer, so let me know if this sounds better or worse, or if you don't notice any difference.
Okay.
You need me to sing something. Let's see. No one knows what it's like to be the bad man. Is that, you notice any difference, or does it sound better or worse, or?
Andy, what do you think? Oh, he may not be available.
If it's okay,
It sounds about the same to me.
okay. I'll just go with it then.
Okay.
I was trying to get rid of that compressed sound, and there was a couple things in Windows that I turned off. So I don't know if it'll make any difference or not. But
That actually does sound a little better.
okay, good.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, I will plow right ahead with a song. This is probably my most requested song. It's one of my older songs. I wrote it, God, I don't know, 20 years ago, maybe more than that. And it appears on not one, not two, but 3 of my albums, including the most recent one, which is called M6. And it's called My Mother and Me. She taught me how to tie my shoe, how to walk and how to run, how to talk and how to listen, 1 to 1. She taught me how to write my name, how to write a song. She taught me how to play the game, right from wrong. She taught me how to walk in the light and live by the golden rule. And sometimes how to stand and fight. My mama didn't raise no fool. And what you see is what you get. And if you like what you see, look a little closer. That's my mother and me. She taught me to be faithful, chapter and verse, and how not to be wasteful with this planet Earth. And she told me life is sacred and love is divine. Prejudice and hatred are diseases of the mind. She taught me how to walk in the live by the golden rule. Sometimes I have to stand and fight. My mama didn't raise no fool. What you see is what you get, and if you like what you see, look a little closer. That's my mother and me. Now you can see it in the places I've been to. You can see it in the things I believe. You can see it in the things that I'm into. The mark of my mother in me. Now in your eyes I'm a stranger, and in her eyes I'm a star. And I can still remember when she bought my first guitar. And I go where my heart leads me now, with the wind at my heels. I am what my mother made me, and I like the way it feels. Hey, she taught me how to walk in the light and live by the golden rule. Sometimes I have to stand and fight. My mama didn't raise no fool. What you see is what you get, and if you like what you see, look a little closer. That's my mother in me. What you see is what you get, and if you like what you see, look a little closer. That's my mother in me.
What a wonderful song, John.
Oh, thank you.
What a lucky woman your mother is. Has she heard that?
She is no longer with us, but she heard it. She just barely lived long enough to hear it. She died a long time ago of lung cancer, and it was actually. I don't mean that this shouldn't depress anybody. This little anecdote. I thought it was actually kind of funny. She was very weak, and she was in bed most of the time, but she was still very lucid. And I played the song for her, and she waited till I got to the end of it, and she just, she lifted up her head and she looked up at me and she said, "Oh, I think you exaggerate some." And I said, "No,
Well,
there's no exaggeration there." But
not every
word
mom
true.
gets to hear that kind of gratitude, so good on you and good on her.
Yeah, she did right by me, I think. Thank you.
So, Sadie, you know you're muted, right?
Yeah.
There.
Yes. I have some pieces of Zoom figured out 5 years into this pandemic. I actually want to share a song. I think I'm going to share that one now, that I wrote at the beginning of the pandemic, just to describe like how I was feeling. And yeah, that's pretty much it. The title sums it up. It's called Such a Weird Day. It's been such a weird day. I've been feeling lonely and I don't know how to play, 'cause everything is closed or it's just not feeling safe. It's been such a weird day. It's been a kind of rough week. Haven't gotten unemployment and my outlook's getting bleak. I know I'm not alone, so we'll just keep sending tweets. It's been a rough week. And I know we gotta stay grateful. And I know we gotta keep it high vibe. And I know we gotta just keep it moving. But sometimes you just gotta cry. Man, it's been a hard year. It's as if a tornado blew right through here. Well, one touchdown on my birthday and we try to find some cheer. But man, it's been a hard year. I guess it's been a long decade. I've been cleaning up the wreckage and ripping off band-aids. I hope I build upon all the progress I have made. Man, it's been a long decade. And I know we gotta stay grateful. And I know we gotta keep it high vibe. And I know we gotta just keep it moving. But sometimes you just gotta cry. Man, it's been a weird day. I called all of my friends, but they are all away. I wish I had a cat, they make everything okay. It's been such a weird day. It's been such a weird day.
Wow, Sadie.
Beautiful.
So many lines in that hit home for me. The oddest one was about the cat. We were watching a program the other night, and yeah, it's been pretty much nothing but weird days. And I was watching this one character in the program sitting with a cat in their lap and stroking the cat, and I just kept thinking how comforting that would be. And I turned to Andy and I said, "We should get a cat," which I'm sure was not what he was expecting to hear.
You know, I know you wrote that during the pandemic, but right now, we've had plenty of weird days lately.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
One
it
after the
resonated
other.
with me.
Well, this was a hopeful song because sometime after I lived in New York, I tried to live in LA. And New York and LA are not equivalent. In fact, they might as well be on two different planets. And it was clearly not where I was supposed to be, but you know, if you're going to try to live in a place like that anyway, then you need pep talks, musical ones if possible, and there aren't enough, so I wrote a few, and this was one of them. When those gray skies seem to be falling in, when the hard times get harder and the good times grow thin, don't let that old rocky road rock you off of your feet. One day you'll be dancing down easy street. You gotta hold on, 'cause one you'll have it all. If you hold on, one day you'll be dancing down easy street. Too many times your tears rolled by. You've been down too many roads paved with too many lies and promises dripping gold. Honey sweet, one day you'd be dancing down easy street. You gotta hold on, 'cause one day you'll have it all. If you hold on, one day you'll be dancing down easy street. Somewhere there's rainbows shining in the sky, and those dollar bills, well, they float on down before your eyes, and the last piece of your puzzle will make your life complete. One day you'll be dancing down easy street. So you gotta hold on, 'cause one day you'll have it all. If you hold on, one day you'll be dancing down easy street. One day you'll be dancing down easy street. Thank you. As you see, I ended up back in Austin.
Okay, well, this is another older song, and it's another one that's on my M6 album. And this is Sadie just did a song about weird days and navigating through the pandemic, and you just did that hopeful song about, even when things are bleak, they're gonna get better. So this is a while back. I do a lot of my writing. Well, not a lot, but I do some of my writing when I'm driving. And when I have like long road trips, when I have several hours, I'm just driving and I need something to think about, and I start running over melodies and lyrics and things in my brain, and I come up with different things. And on this one occasion, I was driving from your former home, Jan, LA, to Kerrville, Texas, which is a very long drive. And I knew I had lots of time, so I want to try and write a song while I'm doing this, and I wanted to give myself an appropriate challenge for the amount of time I had. So I thought, I'm going to see if I can explain the meaning of life in a 3.5 minute song. And
I'm all ears.
Yeah. So I took this shot, and I had it finished by the time I got to Kerrville. And I tried it out there, and people seemed to like it, so I'm still playing it. And this, if you don't understand why we're having weird days, maybe this will help you out. It's called Finishing Line. You see, life is like an obstacle course. Some ride in limousines, some ride a horse. Some raise children, some get divorced. We all have our crosses to bear. We all have our burdens to share. And life is not always fair. Along the way, we are tested and blessed. What we do with our blessings is one of our tests. Blessed are the ones with the fewest regrets when we get to the finishing line. If you're weary and worn at the time, oh, life is not always kind. Now so much has been written about evil and good. We all have our demons, that's understood. It's not who did the best, but the best that they could, who will be rewarded in time. When we get to the finishing line, the rest will go around one more time. But you ask, why do innocent children die young, while wicked ones prosper and thrive? But the wealth of the wicked is here and it's gone, and we all know that everyone dies. It all is the same in God's eyes. Now I've probably left out a detail or two. Just try to treat others as you'd have them treat you. If we all help each other, then we all will get through. And the questions that weigh on our minds will all be answered in time when we get to the finishing line.
Wonderful, John.
Thank you.
I also think of finishing as like polishing, like finishing school.
Yeah. Yeah. That works. The polishing line.
Yeah, I could see you writing that as you're staring at like endless highway.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
Especially in West Texas, where the same scenery rolls by about 400 times.
Yeah.
I've done that drive a couple times out and back. And yeah, you might as well write.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I write when I drive too sometimes. Like I get inspired by little random things and I come up with these little songs that are almost like jingles all the time. Like I'm just like at the stoplight and I'll just make up something and I'm like, I should really write more jingles because they just really come. I got to write something like this in like 2021, I think, for a company that I'd worked with as an actor, actually. They asked me to write like a like kind of like a jingle for them, and it was awesome. It paid really well, and I was like, yeah, I really would like to do more of this, like more sync kind of stuff, you know? Anyway, random tangent. This tune, I did not write in New York, but it's about being in New York. So yeah, I needed to move at one point. I'll let the song tell the story. It tells the story just fine. But basically it's about this neighborhood in Brooklyn called Bushwick. I've played this song before for some folks, and they're like, I don't know where Bushwick is. I'm like, it doesn't really matter. Like, you know, you don't need to like know exactly where it is, but I just thought I'd at least give you that context. And this isn't, here it is. Okay. So this is called Bushwick Kids, and it's about spending my early 20s running around Bushwick. I was living up in Washington Heights, but ooh, I never felt so low. Dragged my bags down all 6 flights, and I was Brooklyn bound before he got home. See, I used to have a tragic habit of taking lovers that were addicts, 'cause I didn't want to face myself. I got lost in someone else. We were Bushwick kids, just running from our problems, running from our parents, running from the law. We were Bushwick kids, pretending it was easy, hiding in speakeasies, hiding from it all. We were Bushwick kids. We were Bushwick kids. Well, I started getting blackout drunk, but ooh, it was cool, yeah, it was fine. 'Cause I didn't have to feel my feelings or see the darkness in my mind. Hey, let's have another dinner party. You bring the sides, I'll bring the wine. It's true we all got issues, but let's forget about them for tonight. We were Bushwick kids, just running from our problems, running from our parents, running from the law. We were Bushwick kids, pretending it was easy, hiding in speakeasies, hiding from it all. We were Bushwick kids. We were Bushwick kids. We didn't have it figured out, but we had each other. Didn't have it figured out, but we had each other. We didn't have it figured out, but we had each other. We were Bushwick kids, running from our problems, running from our parents, running from the law. We were Bushwick kids, pretending it was easy, hiding in speakeasies, hiding from it all. We were Bushwick kids, just running from our problems, from our parents, running from the law. We were Bushwick kids, pretending it was easy, hiding in speakeasies, hiding from it all. We were Bushwick kids. We were Bushwick kids. We were Bushwick kids. We were Bushwick kids.
Nice.
I'm never sure if I'm going to resolve it or not. I'm like, I'm going to resolve it today. I haven't recorded it yet, so.
You could do it either way, and it would have a slightly different effect either way, but both of the effects would be good.
I love the song. And it's so, to me, it's so obvious that, I mean, there's lots of references to New York. So, anybody who can't figure out from that where Bushwick is,
Or that it
you
doesn't
know,
matter.
or that it doesn't matter exactly.
Yeah. As a matter of fact,
It's
I happen to know where Bushwick is, but it didn't change the song any.
Yeah, it's more about like the essence of being in this like kind of oppressive, abusive situation and like moving out there and just finally getting to like let my hair down and like party and go out with my friends and um yeah, the law part was a little bit fictional. We didn't really like have run-ins with the law, but it rhymes. And I mean, people were doing like illegal drugs, so it could have been dicey. But yeah, it was like such a liberated. It was almost like a rebirth for me at that time. It was like, and yeah, I envision it being produced with maybe a beat or something. Actually, like a little bit of like a meld of genre, like kind of acoustic, but maybe to like some kind of like drum, like electronic sounding vibe, to give it that energy,
Yeah.
like a driving beat.
Yeah, I can hear
But
that.
yeah,
I love the song, and I say go ahead and let us keep the illusion that you were desperate outlaws.
Yeah. I have to say, although we were also doing illegal things in New York, I had my first brush with the law here in Texas, so which seems unsurprising now that I'm saying it. But
Yeah, it
anyway,
seems like it's not hard to do.
not anymore. We had to go out of our way, but speaking of the law, I'm going to change the subject a little bit. Oh, well, I should tell what the story is behind this one because I was driving, and I do what you do, John. I write while I'm driving. But on this particular day, it was about 3 days after the Coventry school shooting, and all the flags were at half staff. And I couldn't, like, why are they at half staff? And I couldn't remember, any famous person or political person not being with us anymore. And when I did finally figure it out, it made me mad. And the next stop I went to, I got on Facebook to see what was going on, and I posted, they might as well just leave them at half staff until they do something about the problem. Well, a couple of weeks later, a friend of mine in Michigan, Jen Cass, sent me a set of lyrics that were just wonderful and hard-hitting and, had huge impact. And I wrote back and I said, congratulations, Jen, those are great lyrics. And she said, well, it was your idea. And you'll see how that fits into the song in a minute. But since it was my idea, I said, well, is it okay if I said it? And so I wrote the music for it, and she liked the results, and so do I, and this is them. The flags above my country are at half-staff once again, and we're burying our children and their teachers and their friends. Hey, law enforcement got him, and he only murdered 10. So the flags above my country are at half-staff once again. The flags above my country are at half-staff every day, and the folks who hold the power seem to have nothing to say. They just send their thoughts and prayers up to protect the NRA. So the flags above my country are at half-staff every day. Why not leave them all at half-staff? It'll save us all some time. We can cut right to the part where we claim this is God's design. As we scroll the names and faces that were cut down in their prime. The flags above my country should be upside down today, 'cause the threat to life and property cannot be prayed away, and no good guy with a gun can stop a nation gone astray. So the flags above my country should be upside down today. Thank you. In the face of everything else now, that seems like small potatoes, but it still hurts my heart.
Yeah, mine too. Well, I'm really glad that you did that song, and I applaud you for it. And I'm glad I waited to do this one until you did that one. I've thought about doing this one I don't know, a little while ago, but you had just been talking about how, you wanted cheery songs, you wanted to cheer yourself up, and I thought, well, this isn't the song for that. But this is my newest song. It is not yet recorded officially. Oh, I guess it has been recorded, but it hasn't been released on a record. And I threw together a video for it with a friend of mine here in Nashville, and it's on YouTube, so you can see it there if you want to. And I ain't gonna say any more about it. I'm just gonna. The song you just did seems to me a perfect segue to this song. So here goes nothing. What has become of my country, where Lady Liberty said, bring all your poor huddled masses unto me. Lately, that's not the America I see. What has become of my country? What has become of the land I love? Is this how democracy dies? Are we really so blind that we can't see the truth for the lies? Is it possible here in America the tyrant can rise? Well, it's happening right here, right now, right in front of our eyes. What has become of my country? My country, 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty. Of thee I sing, land where our leaders lie, shake hands with Russian spies, break deals with allies, and the world is watching. What has become of my country? I can hardly believe what I see. The truth no longer matters and the press is no longer free. A disqualified man can be president if he's been on TV. For God's sake, Madam Justice, won't you take off your blindfold and see what has become of my country?
Amen.
Respectfully submitted. Thank you. There, I got that off my chest.
And well done, too.
Thank you, Jen.
Great job.
Thank you.
Thank y'all for bringing us into a little political moment.
Well, I'm not sure that you should thank me for that, but you know, I don't know. I just I'm not going to make a speech here, but I just sometimes I hesitate to do songs like that, but then there's other times when I feel like, you know, there's some things that just have to be said, whether they're difficult or not. And so that's where that song came from.
I quite agree.
Over to you.
I also believe that if we don't say them, we are remiss.
Yeah. What was it that, you know, Martin Luther King said, evil is what happens when good men do nothing. You know?
Yes.
You gotta,
I think
if
he
all
was
we have
quoting
is our words. Yeah. All right. Cheer us up, Sadie. Make us feel better.
Afraid I'm not sure I'm going in that direction.
That's okay.
But hopefully, there we go. Hopefully, this will still be something someone needs to hear. I think Jan may have heard this on a Far West call, maybe. Little women's empowerment tune. We have International Women's Day coming up, and I really wish I could release this, but kind of struggling to find collaborators. And then I was like, all right, well, I'm going to learn how to record it myself. And that's kind of where I'm at right now, just trying to teach myself. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, this tune represents some of my feelings as a woman, but also as someone who's neurodivergent and has kind of felt like a fish swimming upstream for my whole life. And I have some answers for that now. But at the end of the day, I think all of us just really want to be seen for who we are inside and for our gifts. You know, not only our differences and the challenges that we face, but also like our gifts and that beautiful essence that each of us carry. And I think, yeah, the sacredness of life and of humanity, I think, has been lost. And yeah, this is, I guess, a way to encourage folks to remember that women are beautiful, but like we are all uniquely beautiful. And every life is sacred. When you look at me and tell me who to be, I feel like you don't see my beauty. From the moment that I wake up, you try and sell me makeup. There's no space for me to take up with my beauty. My beauty is my essence, my sacredness inside. But I'm told to dim this fire and you try to hide my light. So I stuff down all my true gifts and buy more of your bullshit. Cover up my beauty. But I don't need your potions or your age-correcting lotions, your patriarchal notions of my beauty. I have inherent worth. I am capable of birth, yeah. I am of the earth, and that's my beauty. My beauty is my essence and my sacredness inside. But I'm told to dim this fire, and you try to hide my light. So I stuff down all my true gifts and buy more of your bullshit. Cover up my beauty. I am the innocence of a child. I am the wisdom of a sage. There is a part of me that's wild, a place in me that you can't take. My beauty is my essence and my sacredness inside. You can't dim this fire, won't hide my light. I won't stuff down all my true gifts. I won't buy more of your bullshit to cover up my beauty. You can't cover up my beauty.
Brava. That song, as soon as you sang that at Far West, I went, she's got to be on my show. I'm going to have to do
Yeah.
whatever
I'm so glad I
have
played
to
it
do.
then. I almost forgot about it. I keep looking at my list of tunes. I'm like, I don't know. So I'm glad I played it.
Brava.
Great song.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So we'll start with you, John. Where are you going to be next, and where can we find you online?
Well, I'm on Facebook, of course. John M. Songwriter is my band page. Facebook for my primary page, my homepage. Facebook insists that I use my full name, which is John Mollenhauer, which nobody can say or spell, but and everybody knows me as John M. But I think they have it in parentheses. But John M. Songwriter will get you there. I'm also on Instagram, John M. Songs. And my website, of course, which I invite everybody to come by and say hello to me, is simply johnm.com, www.johnm.com. And as to where I'm going to be next, I'm just checking my calendar here. I believe next week, let me see. Bear with me a second. Here we go. Well, it's in 2 weeks. I'm going to be at the Maxwell House Hotel on March 14th. And then I'm going to be back there again on the 27th. And March is actually a slow month for me coming up. I'm going to be a bunch of places in April. And I've been pretty busy lately, but we're just kind of running into a slow time here. I play a lot at the Commodore Grill here in Nashville, and I play at the Aloft from time to time, and various other places. And of course, I'm in and out of town here and there. But it's all my shows are listed on my website. There's a shows page that shows where I'm going to be when, and I always post my upcoming shows not only on my website but also on Facebook and Instagram. So I'm not too hard to find. And if you're here in Nashville, I would love to see you. And Sadie, now that I know that you and I both live here, you do live here, right? You're not just visiting here. Okay. And man, I'm loving your stuff, and I would love to do a round or something with you sometime if you're open to that.
Thank you.
Um,
Likewise.
um,
Yeah, I was thinking the same.
well,
Okay,
we will
so
make it happen. Yes.
excellent. So Sadie, same question. Where are you going to be
Yeah.
next, and where are you online?
Awesome. I just put my website in the chat. It's sadiehartmusic.com, and you can find all the things there and all my socials and everything like that. sadiehartmusic.com. And I'm performing next weekend on March 8th here in Nashville in a COVID safer show. So I'm really involved in this community that's still taking COVID precautions and, trying to keep the most vulnerable folks safe. I'm personally high risk for long COVID, so I don't play around. I mask everywhere still. I never stopped. So this show is an opportunity for those of us who are still taking precautions to actually participate in society. And we did one in September, and it was so beautiful and it was so much fun. And basically all the performers, we do rounds of testing leading up to the show, but everyone that comes into the space, including staff, are required to wear a high quality mask. And that's it. We have big air purifiers. So it's just a really safe environment for folks who are immunocompromised or disabled or have long COVID or whatever. As long as, you're not bedbound, you're welcome to come. And it's more of a variety show. So there's going to be burlesque and comedy and all kinds of fun stuff for 2 hours. It's a 2-hour show. So I'm really looking forward to that. And that is up in Madison at this place called House of Bits. And the info is on my website.
Excellent. Oh, wonderful. I'm sorry you're at high risk, but I'm really glad there's a space where you can continue to perform. You can find me at jansides.com, and my very next show will be here in Austin at Kick Butt Coffee, which for those of you, I know that there's 2 people I should say hello to on the Facebook version of this. Nobody on the YouTube version has said hello to let me know that they're there, but I suspect there are lurkers, because there often are. So hello to Todd, hello to Joni. The next show in Austin will be at Kick Butt Coffee on March 2nd. It's usually the second Sunday of each month, but the second Sunday of March in Austin is South by Southwest, and it absorbs most of the venues in Austin. So we have moved to make room for, I'm sure, somebody wonderful at Kick Butt Coffee. The next show online will be March 23rd, and it's going to be a UK exposure. We'll have Mandy Woods, and the other person that's going to be on is still kind of in negotiations. I'm waiting to see whether or not they can actually do it before I ask anyone else. But it's kind of fun to do this across the pond, So I'm holding out for them. And I think that's it for me. In case you don't have the chat open, Janet is putting some wonderful little pictures up there. So, go check it out. And let's see, I kind of knew what I was going to do and I've just forgotten. So I'll do something else. Oh, I know. So I have this song that I wrote very recently because after the election I was just sort of speechless, which for me is pretty unusual, so I understand if you don't believe that was the case. But I just kind of didn't know what to say about anything. And then my niece is recently married, and the person that she married is in transition. And at the wedding, their parents rather, were there. But they were spectacularly unsupportive from what I can gather. And I'm going to do it again. They posted in great distress and ended up with, I no longer have a family. And one of the cousins from the other side of my niece's family commented on their post. Damn, I'm usually not this bad about it. That no, indeed, they did have family. They had family, new family, and they could lean on that family. And when I saw it, I thought, yeah, that's the song I want to write. So I dedicated it to my niece and her spouse. And this is it. My niece's wife thinks nobody knows the agony they're going through. People say, well, that's the life you chose. Your sort of love cannot be true. They've cut their ties with family, lost some lifelong friends. Now they believe that in their corner is only them. My best friend's child thinks nobody shares the burden she carries in the world. And people tell her that's your cross to bear, but she's got 2 strikes, black and girl. Tell her that's just the way it is. Give it up, move on. Now she believes she needs an army, but she has none. And maybe you feel the same. Maybe you think folks are just gaming you, and maybe they don't care as much as they say they do, as you need them to. But you can lean on the ones that love you, 'cause there's gonna be some that we can trust, and we can lean on the ones that love us, and you can lean on me. Oh, you can lean on me. My brother's wife lies awake at night, wondering what trouble they might face, 'cause her parents crossed that borderline when they brought their children to the States. She's anxious for her family, not sure who's a friend. Now she feels she better be careful, 'cause so much depends. And maybe you feel the same. Maybe you think folks are just gaming you, 'cause maybe they don't care as much as they say they do, as you need them to. but we can lean on the ones that love us. 'Cause there's gonna be some that we can trust. So we must lean on the ones that love us. And you can lean on me. Oh, you can. We can lean on the ones that love us. 'Cause there's gotta be some that we can trust. So we will lean on the ones that love us. And you can lean on me, and I will lean on you. Can lean on me. Thank you.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Thanks. I also
It
feel
was
like
harmonizing.
oh, good. I feel like that's the only way we're going to get through all this.
Yeah.
So,
Well, here's one thing we can all do that might help us get through it all. This one's a little bit more optimistic in a way. I wasn't going to play this song. I hope I get through it without ucking it fup. I haven't rehearsed this one because I wasn't planning on playing it, but the songs you guys are doing made me think of it. So this is another relatively new one, as of yet unrecorded, but that's due to change soon. Okay, here goes. When times are hard, we pray for easy. We pray to Jesus on our knees. In times of madness, we pray for reason. In times like these, pray for peace. What can I do? I'm only one man, says the young man to the priest. He says, just do all anyone can. In times like these, pray for peace. The storm will come, the flood will follow, wash us all from west to east. All we can do, it may sound hollow in times like these. Pray for peace. We pray for love when we are lonely. A prisoner prays to be released. To Father, Son, and Spirit Holy. In times like these, pray for peace. Pray for the hungry, the sick and homeless. Keep our children safe in their seats. Thy will be done, yes, and thy will only. In times like these, times like these, pray for peace. Oh, in times like these, pray for peace. Thank you.
Yes, I'm sure we all are.
Yeah, I hope so.
All right. Let's keep it rolling. I think we have 2 more or 3 more.
Yes.
Sounds great.
Yes. Well, the thing is, we can run over a little bit because nobody's waiting for this stage. So
That's okay. I'll do this one and then I'll decide when we get to the next one. This is called Always on Mine. This is what I was trying to fix. Don't be sharp now, B string. Wish I could call you, see how you're doing, see if you found what you've been looking for. Wish you would call me, see how I'm doing. It seems you don't care how I am doing anymore. Where does love go when it goes away? And where do words go? We're not brave enough to say I'm not the one who's on your mind, but you're always on mine. If I could see you, I'd ask about your mama and show you this vinyl record that I got. And then I would play you this new song I'm writing. Wish I was still your friend, but the truth is I am not. Where does love go when it goes away? And where do words go? We're not brave enough to say I'm not the one who's on your mind, but you're always on mine. Wish I could turn back the hands of time. So where does love go when it goes away? And where do words go? We're not brave enough to say I'm not the one who's on your mind, but you're always on mine. You're always on
lovely.
Thank you.
Love songs. Here's one for Andy. I was writing from prompts. I was doing a song challenge. And the question was, if you could go back and change something, would you? And I can think of a lot of situations like the one you just described, Sadie. And maybe I would say yes, but probably I would say no, and this is the reason. If I had it to do over, a mulligan for all of those mistakes, maybe I would take it slower and think about the reasons I should wait for the other shoe. But then I wouldn't be with you. If I had it to do over, a second chance to turn and walk away from all the careless promises and all the times my trust was betrayed, 'cause I didn't have a clue. But then I wouldn't be with you. You are the reason I still believe a guardian angel watches over me. So if I had it to do over, an opportunity that few receive, I could be lying here tonight, dreaming dreams that probably would never come true. So I wouldn't follow through, because then I wouldn't be with you. Thank you. He knows.
All right. I'm gonna change it up again. I'm gonna pump a little energy back into this thing.
Okay.
So I hope that's okay.
Absolutely.
You know, I once introduced this song by saying it was out in L.A. and I said this song is not as long as the title might lead you to believe, and the title is All I Know. And a few people chuckled, and then a friend of mine who was sitting in the audience yelled out, "I don't know. Sounds like a pretty short song to me." And he's still a good friend. And that's all I have to say about that. I'm going to play this song. It's called All I Know. I hope you like it. Well, I thought I knew a lot about love, 'cause I knew about heartache. Yeah, I thought I knew a lot about love, 'cause I knew about pain. Oh, love is kind and love is sacred. It's the opposite of hatred, I used to say. God bless those who love in vain. Thought I knew about love, then you came. Well, I thought I knew a lot about life, 'cause I knew about dying. Oh, I knew about life, 'cause I was still alive. Oh, I had read it in the Bible, thou shalt not be suicidal. I knew about life, 'cause I had learned how to survive. Thought I knew about life, then you arrived. The only thing I know is that I love you. When I'm with you, I feel so much more alive. I haven't been like this in years, only since you've been here. Everything I thought I knew, I have let go. And I love you, that's all I know. Well, now, I thought I knew a lot about time, 'cause I knew about waiting. Thought I knew about time, 'cause I watched it slip away. Oh, time flies and time stands still. We've got some time to kill. And time can heal our wounds, I've heard them say. Time after time, love finds a way. And the only thing I know is that I love you. When I touch you, I feel so much more alive. I haven't been like this in years, only now that you're here. Everything I thought I knew, I have let go. And I love you, that's all I know. Yeah, well, I love you, that's all I know. Hey, baby, I love you, that's all I know. So there. Thank you.
It is kind of a short list, don't you think?
Very good.
I'm surprised you let him live.
Right. All right. Not too much to say about this one. It's called Saying Goodbye. You turned and walked away just before tears welled up and filled up, spilled over onto my cheeks. Thought I'd hear a farewell before the silence. Your boot steps like regrets hitting the concrete. Be still, my heart aching a little more with every beat. Let me hear you say it. Every reason why I need to hear you say it. Even if I start to cry, I can take it. You don't have to lie. Let me hear you say it. If you're saying goodbye. You know I feel like a fool coming after you, but I need this, deserve this, the least you could do. Not trying to ruin your day. Just thought if I meant something to you, you'd wish me well like we're supposed to do. The setting sun, I see that it's done, but I need to hear it from you. Say it, say it. Every reason why I need to hear you say it. Even if I start to cry, I can take it. You don't have to lie. Let me hear you say it. Need to hear you say. One thing I know is there's no way I could pretend this never happened like you. Do you forget how each kiss felt? You already kissing someone new. Wouldn't put it past you. So you can sing with me here. Say it, say it. You're tuning in from home. Say it, say it. Say it, say it. And this one's a little different. Say it, say it. Try that again. Say it, say it. Say it, say it. Say it, say it. Say it, say it. So you can keep that going if you want. Say it, say it. Every reason why I need to hear you say it. Even if I start to cry, I can take it. You don't have to lie. Let me hear you say it. Need to hear you say every reason. Need to hear you say it. Even if I start to cry, I can take it. You don't have to lie. Let me hear you say it. Need to hear you say it. I need to hear you say goodbye.
Nice, Sadie.
Man,
Did y'all sing along?
I
A
sure
little bit,
did.
yeah.
It's really fun to do that one live, and
Oh, I'll bet.
I was really tempted
I
to
usually
unmute
teach it.
Go
What?
ahead.
Yeah.
Oh,
me too.
I usually will teach the part like before the song, before I even start the song, so folks are like ready, primed
Right.
and ready to go. And it's people do great. Like when I was on tour, especially when I was out in LA, like they were on point.
Yeah, I was really tempted to unmute my mic while you were doing that and sing with you, but I knew better, so I didn't.
Too bad. I almost did
Cacophony of
too because I
Zoom.
was singing a response to you, and I thought, well, this wouldn't be a problem, but I left it off. That's one of the two best angry love songs I've heard. The other one is by a
wow.
woman named Allie Cook, and the opening line in hers is, "You may be feeling fine, but I'm still mad. Since you know everything, you'd think you would know that." And I thought, okay, I'm hooked.
That's good.
Yeah, and yours is too. So I'm going to do another one I wrote from a prompt. I actually didn't plan to write this, but I was Googling for something that would relate to the prompt I thought I saw, and I stumbled upon the doomsday clock. And I already knew there was such a thing, but this was on point for a couple of other reasons. So here it is. The time is 90 seconds to midnight. So the scientists tell us 11:58 and a half. We are Cinderella running down the carpeted staircase, kicking off our slippers made of glass. Yes, it's 90 seconds to midnight, so call up your superpowers. This ain't no fake news show and it ain't no trick. 'Cause the kiss we're about to get won't be from no Prince Charming. The alarm is now alarming, we gotta be quick. Military conflicts, only a droplet in the bucket. Mother Nature may say bucket from now on. It's only plain dumb luck that we're not already gone. But it is 90 seconds to midnight. We've been courting disaster. There won't be no happily ever after before long. 'Cause it's 90 seconds to midnight. Maybe now we should be waking up and giving peace a chance, like the man said in his song. It is 90 seconds to midnight. 90 seconds to midnight. A cheery little doomsday ditty.
What was the line about you're going to get a kiss, but it's not going to be from...
Yes.
What was that?
I think I was thinking of bombs.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I was
Some
like,
of
yeah,
us just fell out, and there might not be a rhyme or reason for it.
I was like, ew, not the kiss I would prefer.
No. So let's do one more round and then say goodbye to all these nice people. We have quite the crowd on Facebook. Let's see. Oh. Deb Ewing is here. And, Diane Battistello is here. And Cheryl Kaywood is here. And Russ Ham is here. I feel like the lady on, what was that kid's show? The name just escaped me, where she would look in the magic ping pong racket and see all the people that were there. Romper Room. That's it. I feel like the Romper Room lady.
Well, I'm glad you shared that with us, because I was sitting here feeling like, we're just having fun, just playing to each other here. I know Janet Lerner is here, and
yes,
and I've been enjoying some of her messages and little cartoons and pictures
yes.
and stuff. But when I do these things, I don't really worry about who is or isn't watching. Hopefully they like it enough to stick around.
Well, they're all over on Facebook.
Yeah, well, they're good.
Yeah,
good. Hi,
I used to publicize the Zoom link, and then a couple of months ago we had some intruders, and it was not a great experience. So I'm you have to DM me to get the link now.
Yeah.
And so most people watch on Facebook.
Cool. Well, I'm glad to know you're there. I'm gonna take another chance here as we're winding down with this. This is another one that I have not practiced, did not rehearse, because I wasn't expecting to do it today. But you were just talking about angry love songs, and I got lots of them. But this I think is one of my better ones. So I hope I do it right. We'll see. No. No. I just did it. If I don't get it in a second, I'll do a different song. But there it is. Come along with me, she said, a little walk down memory lane. I said, but what's there to remember? I mean, what besides the pain? She said, if that's all you remember, oh, that really is a shame. I remember what I need to, I said. I remember it was good, and now it's dead. I choose not to resurrect it in my head, 'cause it would only die again. Oh, is that how you see life? She said. What a pessimistic view. I said it's not how I see life, it's just how I see you. All your words, they sting, she said. I said they sting because they're true. And the truth is all you left me when you left me. And it was painful, yes, but nonetheless a gift. A compass when I was abandoned and adrift, and it led me home again. Now memory lane is a long and scenic highway. There are mountains and valleys and plains, and you are just 1 mile where I was detoured for a while, where my greatest love became my greatest pain. Memory lane. Come along with me, she said, a little walk down memory lane.
Wonderful.
See, I can be mean when I need to.
Good. Good. Sometimes that's the way to survive.
You know, somebody told me that their favorite line of any song by anybody was in that song.
Aw, that's
And
great.
and I was very touched by that. And I said, which line? And he said, that's not how I see life. It's just how I see you. He said, how many times have I wished I could say that to somebody? Well, I was very touched by that. So anyway, over to you, Sadie.
I loved the line that was like, I can't remember it now, but it was something like, it hurts because it's the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Something like that.
that's a great line too.
Major paraphrase, but that was
No,
I was like, yeah.
you're close enough. Yeah. Thank you.
All right, well, I'm going to keep it rolling because my favorite genre is angry breakup.
We all know this is our last round, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Ending it on an angry breakup note, I suppose. Yeah, thank you all for being here. Thanks for tuning in on Facebook and here on Zoom, and thanks for hanging out with us, and definitely check us out online and come see us in real life if that ever happens. If you're in the area. All right, so yeah, this was cathartic and really, sometimes it's the only vindication you get. It's like, I wrote that. And it helps you move on, Yeah, these are all the things I never got to say, I guess. But also hindsight is so clarifying, and I know for me, I don't always have the words. I have delayed processing, so I have to I take my time processing a situation, and then I'm like, oh man, I have the best thing I could have said, but it's like 2 months later. So this is called Dirty Little Secret. You were always doing laundry. You were always cleaning house. You were always burning Palo Santo. Must have bad vibes to clear out. You prefer me in your bedroom, but you don't look into my eyes. Then I wonder why I'm starving when all you do is feed me lies. I feel like a dirty little secret that you keep. No one knows your dirty little secret, shame on me. Anytime I have a shining moment, you are never by my side. Always wind up in your shadow, no matter how hard I try. Let me see behind your perfect image. Let me peek between your lines. I won't go and blow your cover, no. It's easy to deny the signs that I am just a dirty little secret that you keep. No one knows your dirty little secret, shame on. First you sweep me off my feet, then you sweep me underneath your rug. I was blind, but now I see. This ain't love. I'm just a dirty little secret that you keep. No one knows your dirty little secret, shame on me. I'm just a dirty little secret, never tell. No one knows your dirty little secret, but little secrets don't keep well. Don't keep well.
Oh my God. Good for you.
What a great song to end on. Man.
Almost end on.
Almost end on.
Yeah,
Yes.
one more.
Yeah. So That
Thanks
was
so much
brilliant.
for having us, Jan.
Oh, my pleasure. We'll do this again, definitely.
Sadie, have you ever heard Melissa Etheridge's song "Your Little Secret"? You ought to go Google that or YouTube it or something. "Your Little Secret," Melissa Etheridge. I think you'll like it.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. I hadn't heard it either, so I'm going to have to go check. This was um, from a prompt that SWRFA, Southwest Regional Folk Alliance, is well, for this reason, it's one of my favorite regionals because, for this reason, yeah, regional. Because when you pick up your registration materials at SWRFA, they also give you a song prompt. And the idea is that you're going to have that song written and ready to perform on Sunday morning at brunch. And this is like Thursday afternoon. And so around all the official showcases and all the guerrilla showcases and all the 3 a.m. Beatles jams, somehow you're going to write this song and practice it enough that you won't embarrass yourself presenting it to the crowd on Sunday morning, because everybody goes to that brunch, whether they've participated in anything else or not. If they're awake, they're downstairs at the brunch. So this was also, it was from a few years ago, and it was the weekend that began with the Friday on which they confirmed Brett Kavanaugh to the Supreme Court. And Christine Blasey Ford testified. Too much uproar and hoopla and chaos. And we listened to people try to shut her down and try to deny what she was saying. And we listened to Brett Kavanaugh have a temper tantrum in the dock and tell us all how much he likes beer. And my prompt was the Serenity Prayer. And this just dropped on me like a thunderbolt. So here's, for those who don't know, and I can't imagine that there's anybody left who doesn't, but just for the sake of maybe, God grant me the serenity to accept things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. I find that last line the most challenging. But this is the song that grew out of it, and it's a cappella so that you can sing it while you're marching. Gonna lay my serenity on the line, boys. I'm laying my serenity on the line. You used to call me adaptable, but now I must decline, and I won't accept what I know needs changing. I'm laying my courage on the line, boys, laying my courage on the line. I used to go along to get along, like I was deaf and blind. Now I won't accept what I know needs changing. Gonna stop apologizing, gonna stop apologizing, gonna stop apologizing, 'cause I'm not sorry. But I'm laying my wisdom on the line, boys, gonna lay my wisdom on the line, and I'll keep on persisting and take back what is mine, and I won't accept what I know needs changing. No, I won't accept what I know in my heart. What I know needs changing. And I haven't seen any reason to change my mind. So, thank you for being here. Thank you, Sadie. Thank you, John. Thanks for saying yes to this. I hope you'll do that again at some point. And can we all uncloak to say goodbye?
Yeah, thank you, Jan. And I'm not as deathly ill as I might appear. It looks like these two beautiful women here and this one kind of dead guy. And it's just the way the light is in this room. There's nothing I can do about it. But
Hey, if the zombies
I'm
include
not
a good
as pasty white as I appear to be.
if the zombies
So,
include a good songwriter,
yeah. Well, thank you, Andy. Thanks for your help. Nice meeting you.
Thanks
Nice
so
to
much,
see you
Andy.
Sure.
Thank
too.
you, Jan,
Yeah.
and thank you,
finally. And
Janet.
Janet. Yeah.
thank you, Janet, for being here, and thank you to all the folks on Facebook.
Yes.
We're delighted you came. I'm going to put the tip jar one more time in the comments on Facebook, and hopefully that will be enough. Oh, I just did. Okay, never mind.
Thank you for your tips and donations.
Yeah, it was really great. A bunch of great songs. It's really good to hear 12
Really.
string again.
Yeah.
It's been a while. Sadie, how old are you? I know.
A lady never tells.
Jan knows this about me. I'm not known for my tact. I'm very direct.
Yeah, we're not sending him to the UN anytime soon.
That's
She just
okay. I
turned
like
20.
direct communication.
Well, you just seem so mature. You look so young, but you seem so wise for your age.
Thank you. I'm just gonna take the compliment.
Good. And
Thank you.
you are wise. So, how long have you been in Nashville?
It's been just around 10 years because I
Oh.
moved like at the very end of 2013. But I've gone like I went back to New York for a little bit and I went out to LA for a little bit and then like I actually tried to move to Austin for like 2 weeks and I was like, what am I doing? And I came back.
Well, it's
I
great
kind of like make impulsive decisions. So
you should do that
I-
all you can.
That's-
While you can.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of, I moved to Nashville for 6 months and had the same, what am I doing here? Went back to
I
Austin.
love Austin. I had no plan. It was not like a smart move. And I like drained my savings really quickly and I couldn't find a job and it was but I played so many shows and they were paying gigs and I just felt like the songwriting community there like really nurtures and there's definitely a difference. Like you get paid to play there more so than I've experienced in Nashville.
Oh, yeah,
like-
well,
Yeah, I
Yeah,
haven't seen
expected.
much of that here.
Yeah, no, we're expected to just kind of play these write-arounds for free. And then if I ask, like I've asked in the past, because I'm about abundance, I'm calling that in. And I've been like, well, can we pass like a tip jar or something? They're like, no. I'm like, what?
What?
Like, what are you talking about? I'm moving to Austin right now. Because I even played like cover gigs. And yeah, I got paid to play covers, originals. And I noticed some things that felt really beautiful about Austin. But it was like a timing thing. That's the only reason why I came back. It was like,
yeah.
I'm not prepared for any of this.
The audience is very supportive of original music here, more than a lot of other places.
Yeah, and I don't really
Yeah.
understand the Nashville and LA specifically their aversion to musicians getting paid for their craft. It's really
Yeah.
I was producing and managing some people back in the 80s, and so I was trying to break them into LA and some stuff there, and that's when I ran into pay to play for the first time.
Oh, yeah.
And these were major players. I mean, it was like Diana Ross's rhythm section, and people like that. And still, you're having to, basically guarantee your door to play a gig someplace. It was just stupid. So,
And they would give you little tickets to sell to your friends.
Yeah.
That
which is
happens
always
in New York
interesting.
too.
Yeah. Well, yeah, at the Living Room in New York, they gave me little tickets to sell, but fortunately I had a good crowd there to start with, so it wasn't a problem. But I can see how somebody breaking into being a performer of original music would have a really tough time.
well, anyway, good luck to you both, and have a few friends in Nashville, and I'll try to tell them to keep an eye out for you, an ear out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Appreciate that.
Sure.
So I'm going to stop the stream for a moment. for good, actually.
Yeah, the scream.
Goodbye.
Stop the scream.
Goodbye to all the people on Facebook. Why won't it let me do this? Come on.
They don't
While
want
you're
you to
doing-
say goodbye.
Yeah.
I don't blame them, but okay.
While you're doing that, well, Janet, how are you? Good.
As well as can be.
Well, as can be expected. Yeah. Well, it's a mad, 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 mad.
Well,
world.
and the
I
other
wish it
day,
was that
all they
good.
would say was that it was a suburb of Tel Aviv, and I spent a good while frantically looking for
That I get, my mother
which
had
suburb.
Yeah, my mother had vision when we were living in Holon, which is like just south of Tel Aviv. There'd been an announcement on the news that a bomb had gone off in a shopping center in a shopping area south of Tel Aviv. My mother knew that we lived near a shopping center. What they were referring to in the news article is the Bedouin market in Beersheba,
Huh.
which is something like 70 miles away.
Wow. Well, having a little trouble.
my
The
mother-
connection's a little wonky. You might try to repeat some of that again, but it's amazing that we're talking, around the world just to begin with. So I'll take it.
Yeah.
So you're okay and your family's okay? We're good. We pray for you.
I am still trying to stop the stream, but the computer won't let me do it, or Zoom won't let me do it. So I guess this conversation
This is
has
the
all been
apocalypse.
public.
It's the zombie apocalypse.
Well, it's good
Yeah.
to see and hear you. And
I'm going to stay here until someone removes me.
Okay, good.
Okay, well,
but I have to
that'll be
go.
me. So I
Thank you
want
so
to
much. It's great to meet all of you.
likewise.
Right back at you.
And that was a real treat for me to get to hear both of you and hear something more than one or two songs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Thank
I'll
you.
See you down the road a bit.
Yes.